Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about if you're considering purchasing the Mammoth Elephant Ears. So I was talking to my mom earlier and she said, oh yes, those wonderful indoor plants. And I said, oh, I don't think so. These, from what I'm aware, you plant outside. Anyway, so friends of ours have these at their home and they look incredible. And so my boyfriend went to Sam's Club and purchased this. I can't tell you how much it was. I'm guessing it was anywhere from the $10 to $20 range. If I know anything about Sam's Club, everything's like $10. You buy 10 things, boom, your total's $100. But I think this was probably like in the 10, hopefully no more than $20. I wouldn't even pay, what, $5-10 for this. But this comes with 2 bulbs, and as you can see, the bulbs are packaged nicely, they're protected, and these guys are actually kind of already sprouting. They've been sitting here waiting to be planted for, gosh, this is going to be embarrassing, but for over a month. So I can tell you guys with confidence that if you purchase these and you don't get them into the ground right away, I think everything will be honky-dory. So if you also have a place in your home where aesthetically it's not very pleasing, that hopefully we're going to see if these can grow up and kind of cover this not so pretty area. Like aesthetically, this is not the prettiest at all. So I'm hoping these bulbs will get nice and tall and all this yuckiness will be covered. So I've already kind of prepped the area. I have my little, I kind of was pulling weeds and getting everything all raked up. Oh, my little dog Rigby has his little tennis ball. Hey Rigby. Hey Pupsh. He only likes squeaky toys. So I'm going to get my shovel, and according to the directions, we are going to want to, so bulb, elephant ear, height, 36 to 60 inches. Bloom time, foliage, summer to fall. Select a well-drained location that receives full sun to partial shade, check, check. Dig a planting hole 6 inches deep. Place bulbs in planting hole. Pointed side up. Cover with soil. So these are already sprouting, and I'm wondering if I need to get the sprouty end under the ground, but probably not. According to the picture, it says 6 inches. I wonder if I also need to put this at kind of an angle, maybe, I don't know. This is kind of interesting. I'm going to get a little hole dug about 6 inches deep. We are back, you guys. So from what I recall in the last shot, as you can see, we have made a little bit of progress. One of my holes is a little bit, it's certainly wider than the other. And I wanted to include this bit because, you guys, when I first started digging, the ground was as hard as a rock. But if you go get yourself a nice little bucket of water and moisten, so kind of do an initial, get your kind of shovel in, and usually the first shovel will be the easiest, but I'm telling you, we have planted trees in the past, and there is nothing harder, in my opinion, than digging a hole without the proper equipment. Honey, sometimes I think you darn need to rent a backhoe just to get a little tree sprouting in the ground. But we don't have a backhoe, and in fact, apart from, oh, you guys, I go through hand shovels like nobody's business, but we have several nice big shovels, and there's no way I was going to dig this hole using my little, where is it? I started to go to work with this little guy, and you guys, I've broken so many little hand shovels trying to use them as a regular shovel. Not happening. If you only are working with tools such as this, I really recommend going to your local hardware store and just purchasing a good shovel like this. They are mighty handy dandy around the house. So, oh, and dingbat, you guys, I get off track so quickly, but I was going to say, if you're having trouble digging, even using your nice big shovel, what I recommend is get a nice big bucket of water, because look how hard that ground is. So get your little bucket of water and just pour some into your hole, and we'll probably create a nice little environment for our soon to be planted bulbs and kind of swirl things around, but it moistens the dirt, and it hopefully will make everything easier to dig. But I was having some problems where I initially wanted to put my 2 little bulbs. You guys, there's this root or something. Or wait, is that a rock or a root? Oh my gosh, it was just a rock. I thought there's this, or I don't know. I think it's a rock, maybe a root. But at first, I was convinced there was a root there. And if you guys know anything about digging a hole around a tree and there's roots, there is no working around those roots. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to get these holes proper and fixed, and we'll be right back. I'm telling you, they make these things idiot-proof to open. So after struggling to rip open the netting, we finally have made contact with our elephant bulbs. I'm trying to be as careful as possible not to break this, because as you can see, we have a beautiful sproutling coming up. Let me get this unwrapped for it. Oh, here she is. Okay, so I think our holes are going to be more than sufficient. I'm going to put this little guy right here. And according to the picture, it showed kind of an angle. But I'm going to plan it in a way so this little sproutling is going to be... I actually think my holes might be too deep. I don't know how that's possible. And because there's already a nice amount of water in there, we're going to just fill this back in. And I really like this location, you guys. I'm hoping that this is not too close to the wall. I gave this a really good, 6+ inches from the wall. This one has probably closer to 10 inches. And mostly sun, but here in a few hours, this will receive partial shade. So this will have direct morning sun. And let's get this guy all night. Oh my goodness, sorry. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. All right. One bulb down, one to go. Let's get this guy right here. So, friends of ours that have these elephant bulbs, they get huge. You know, they get really tall. Some of them get really heavy and kind of lean over and are almost kind of just barely off the ground. But some of them stand beautiful, nice, tall. So I'm really hoping these will kind of cover this up. And gosh, these are just so incredible. So let's get this little guy, this little fella right here. Here we go. Get our little shovel and just come on in. Alrighty. A little bit more over here. And let's pack. Oh gosh, this is a soupy, muddy mess. That's okay. There we go, guys. There we go. Okay, our little bulbs are nice and covered up. And they should be sufficiently watered at this point. Let's consult the directions. So, planting tips and facts. Plant this spring after the ground has thawed and there is no longer danger of frost. Check. Before planting, outside temperature needs to be at a minimum of 45 degrees at night, 70 degrees Fahrenheit in daytime. I think we're closer to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I shouldn't have waited a month to plant this. Shoot. But you guys, in my defense, I was not entirely sure of the best location. You know what they say regarding real estate. Location, location, location. But bulbs and plants may sprout. This is harmless to the bulb. Do not remove sprout when planting. Check. These bulbs are are well known to be deer resistant. Okay, that is not a problem, but check. So, apart from this being a product of Costa Rica, the flower bulb company, this appears to be all the information we kind of get. So, alrighty guys, that is planting our Mammoth Elephant Ear bulbs, and I'm going to give you guys an update as to how big this grows. I'm wondering if we'll get, you know, like, I'm seeing 2, 4, 6, you know, between a good little grouping of leaves. I'm kind of hoping it's not just like one bulb, you know, one little leaf, because we need something to kind of distract from this area. And I'm a little annoyed that this doesn't really include how to care for this, a watering schedule, etc. So I'm going to kind of wing it. I'm going to Google search how to care for the mammoth ear bulb plant. So that is everything, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay tuned for a follow-up video, and there are a lot of fun, exciting things happening in the garden. Our radishes are, look at that. Isn't that the cutest little thing right there? Oh, can you guys see? I can see. Oh, look at that. So our little radishes are coming along. We have a birthday party this Sunday, and one of my little contributions, apart from getting the place cleaned up because we're hosting, but I'm going to be featuring a summer fresh, garden fresh spring salad, and I have literally been fighting the bugs, you guys, hand to hand, like Mortal Kombat, like going in and squishing them. And we have our beautiful squash coming along. Our Swiss chard did much better in the winter. Now it's looking all droopy and gloopy, and oh my gosh. And our little tomatoes, you guys, look how sweet and cute that is. I do believe, yes, this is the yellow pear bulb. How many of you guys out there hold on to the silly little little information thingy that comes with your veggies or your plants? I like to hold on to them because oftentimes they'll have care instructions, and I can refer directly to the little information deal that it comes with. So there's a lot of fun things happening in the garden. More videos to come. Oh, you guys, is this a good bug or a bad bug? I'm not... Stop! Ew! Gross! Okay, I'm not sure if that was a good bug or a bad bug. It kind of looks like an evil ladybug. I'm still in the process of researching good bugs versus bad bugs here in the... Oh, there's another one. Oh, God, they're so squishy. Oh, and we have another beautiful tomato. Goodness. So we have a lot of wonderful things happening in the garden. Over here is what I call my compost peppers. We had composted some yellow, red, orange bell peppers, and instead of throwing those beautiful seeds away, I composted all of the tomato, the pepper that we didn't eat, and I actually gathered up the seeds and planted them. Normally we have a cold compost pile, and we compost anything and everything green that has no dairy, meat, or grease. And over here is our bell pepper, our Fresno chili heirloom hot pepper that we purchased, but this little guy hasn't been doing oh, you guys, I'm gonna do a follow-up video. Excuse me. If you purchase veggies and they come with this biodegradable thing, make sure to peel this off. I noticed I planted it with the like biodegradable little cardboard or whatever packaging, and it has hindered the growth of my pepper and of my kale. Look at my little kale not doing so good. So that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.